From the old Buea Government Stadium, let's take a group of Prisons players of the 60s and the 70s. They have very interesting anecdotes to tell. We're going to sweep across the board from those who were there at the genesis of Prisons of Buea and those who were there right up to the 1974-75 season. They have very interesting anecdotes to tell, memories to recall, and of course historical facts to give you out there. Let's follow them. We begin with Tanga Samuel and his own experience in prisons.
My only match I can still dream and remember about is a match Prisons Canon in Yaoundé, where I scored. We beat Canon 3-1 and I scored all the 3 goals.
Prisons against Bafia. 2 of our defenders had red cards. I think it's Nango and Njipe. So they did not go for the match. So I was playing right defense. Njuma and Ewunken were playing 4 and 5. I don't know what happened. They had to give Ewunken red card. Give another player red card. Yeah, so they told me now to come and play as 5. I said, what? There was one player who was called Ngini or something like that, very tall 9 ayat. So I said, how? I asked him, you want me to play 5? He said, yes. I said, I cannot. He said, come and stand here. So he told me that, look, don't fear. When you see this man, when this man is coming, just go and kick. Well, just kick the ball. I will know what to do with him. Don't fear. So when they give any overhead pass, Njuma will go up and hit Ngini. 2 of them will struggle in the air. So when he hit Ngini, 2 of them will fall. I will just come and clear my ball. I kick. People look at it. Who is this Munjanja Mutu? Who is this man playing like this? Who is this small man? That was the match that Atangana Otto was the match delegate of that match. That's where he saw me, because he took me to junior national team. Yes.
Dans l'équipe de prison, je ne marquais jamais le but. Parce que j'aimais faire les passes. Hein? Bon, ici, le match prison-Union de Douala, il y avait Egwe au stade. Et Egwe, quand il venait ici à Buea, hein, pour lui marquer un but, c'est-à-dire que impossible. J'ai eu la chance de lui marquer un but avec le pied gauche à partir du presque milieu de terrain là-bas. Tout le monde m'a apprécié. On a considéré que j'étais bon gaucher. Le second match, c'était contre Caïman à Douala. J'ai marqué le même but en Tépé. Le but là, ça devait nous qualifier pour être champion de ce pays-ci. Bon, comme beaucoup de gens ont dit, les arbitres sont comme ils sont. Jusqu'à... On a joué contre le Caïman. J'ai même insulté l'arbitre jusqu'à lui cracher à la face. L'arbitre me dit que tu montes, tu descends, tu vas continuer. Parce qu'on avait déjà 2 joueurs qui étaient sortis. Donc c'était que quand le 3e joueur sort, on arrête le match. L'arbitre me dit que tu fais tout là, tu vas continuer à jouer.
I remember a match between Prisons and Powakam. And that match was played in Limbe. Atangana was already with us. He was the goalkeeper at the time. And Eyong, the center forward, number 9. So, if some of my colleagues, if they can remember, Eyong and Atangana, before the match, stood face to face, say, I will score. Atanganatu says, you will never score me today. So when we started the match, it was indeed interesting. And each time he's coming, I too was hard, you know.
Yes.
Hard.
Maybe that is why they gave you the name Mancock.
So it was really a difficult and interesting match. And luckily, we won. Young could not score a goal. And that's how the match ended, and they entertained us so well in Limbe.
How did you get that name Mancock?
Because in those days, when we used to barb our hair, something like that. And we barb your head, and then as a footballer, when you are heading, then the hair will. And that's how that name Mancock came about. And luckily, I got this cap long ago, but I kept it. So once in a while, I used to put it on to remind people that that's Mancock.
The first match I remember very well is the one we had in Douala with Union, where Nango encouraged me to go further into their 18, and I took a very hard shot. Ifudu was then the goalkeeper, and he was catching for the national team, I think. So he dived, removed the ball from the goal line, and but the ball met a Somba. So Somba just pushed it in, and we had this newspaper they used to call Courrier Sportif. So it carried on the title Till for the Coquet, But de Somba. Yeah, and then the second one again, I remember very well, was here in Boya Stadium, where I heard Chebo Jamari so well. He had already worked for a goal, and I gave him. I don't know how I did it. I don't know how I did it. In fact, he kicked me and the ball, and the three of us, him, the ball, and I fell at the former basketball, and then he took me up and said, "But vous êtes blessé?" I said, "No, I'm not touched." Then I jogged like that. The whole field stood up.
We were playing a second division team, and you know, if you left second division to first division, it's a pride. It's a pride to leave second division to first division. So, my first match I played here, it was Prisons Tunnel in this field here. So, in our camp down at the prison training school. So the other boys, when I left them in second division, they told me that, "John, we are going to play with Prisons. Miller will score you 10 goals." I said, "Bet me if Miller scores." That was what I told you. I took that courage. We played here. Against Tonnerre with Miller and the attack. Yes.
And what was the outcome of that match?
We won the match 2-0. And I removed 2 goals from Miller. I was carried out of the field. My leg could not even stand. They carried me out of the field. One taxi driver took me all over the town. All over the town.
I remember lastly when Leopard Douala was champion, we played them in Stade Militaire, and we went off to extra time when Leopard were leading us about 2 goals. We equalized. Defi and myself, we had it. And I never knew how I could dribble before scoring. I only knew that to score a goalkeeper was to surprise him. And I started that as far back as from primary school. We used to do what we call long kicking. And from there I just picked up that skill of kicking one.
That when you were scoring with those hard shots,
yeah, I just wanted that if it were possible for the ball to tear the goalkeeper and go in, all I wanted was to give a hard shot always from any distance I was.
Your father used to come from town to the stadium and would be shouting and saying that any person who succeeds in spraining your leg or spraining any prison player in the field, he would give him a prize. What was all of that?
My father loved Prison Social Club. And my father, he had a lot of ambience for the club. So when he came with his stick in the field of play, he would move around and make a lot of noise. And he would say if anybody breaks his son's leg, he was going to give him money. But there's one thing, you see, my father used to pray whenever we had a match. He took me into his room and prayed.